Welcome to the Hecht Effect with certified financial planner professional Nancy Hecht.
Okay, so this is really interesting. You always talk about 6 months, putting 6 months in the bank. It's really smart in terms of cash. You always talk about 401ks and employer matches and stuff like that. I've got a question about my 401k. Not necessarily that it affects me right now, but I've been hearing about RMDs. What are RMDs?
Well, RMD stands for Required Minimum Distribution. We've been saving this money pre-tax all these years, and at some point the government is deeming that you have to take a specific amount of money out annually and pay taxes on it.
And that's at a certain age, is that correct?
Yes. Now, as of 2020, the first year that you have to pull a required minimum distribution is age 72.
Now that's beneficial to people. Why?
The age being 72 or
Correct.
having well, it used to be age 70. Up until this year, it was age 70. So because the economy has changed so much this year, there's 2 more years for your dollars to grow and recover from the economic downturn we had seen in the first quarter.
So having a conversation about required minimum distribution right now, why is it important to have these conversations? What if people were already pulling money out?
Well, this year's a little bit different in that required minimum distributions have been waived. So if somebody doesn't really have to use the money and they were only taking the distribution because the government is demanding it, everybody gets a pass this year. Again, because of the pandemic and the shutdowns, the government has said you can leave your money in there and let it grow for another year. So that was one big important change this year. And people who took their withdrawals February 1st, 2020 or later and didn't realize they didn't have to, can put the amount that they had withdrawn plus the taxes back into their qualified retirement account.
So it's nice to hear some good news about our finances this year,
right.
Coming at a time when everybody's worried about everything.
Well, a lot of people, when they take their required minimum distributions, it pushes them into another tax bracket, and none of us like paying any more in taxes than we have to.
That's a great point. Well, I'm glad you answered all my questions today. I was interested in what RMDs were. Now I know, and it's great to hear that people might have a little bit of a reprieve this year.
Yes, a little bit of a break, which is always nice.
If you have questions, contact Nancy Hecht at nancy@financialgroup.com. Thanks for listening to the Hecht Effect with certified financial planner professional Nancy Hecht.